10 years ago. 10 years ago, Dark Lotus, you know, Lotus. 10 years ago, Dark Lotus released their third studio album, The Opaque Brotherhood. Now, I remember when this came out, I remember the cool hype for it, but that's like how it was with any Dark Lotus album. Whenever you found out there was going to be a new Dark Lotus album, that was just dope. 10 years ago, I was 17, gonna be 18 years old. That is crazy. So yeah, you know, I love this album. Like, there's not one bad Dark Lotus album. I love all 4 Dark Lotus albums. It's just, like I've always said for years, Dark Lotus is my shit. You know, with the crazy intro to this, you know, the track In Bloom, Follow the Leader, Black Sand, Can You Keep a Secret?
Can you keep a secret?
You know, Witch Trapped in this song. That song is so eerie. Opaque Brotherhood, Hot Poison, Heck Yes, Falling, Trapped Inside, and Withered. Such a good album. Happy 10-year anniversary to Dark Lotus, The Opaque Brotherhood. Peace, y'all. Y'all already know who this is. This is CarnivalSpirits. We are the Juggalo Jedi Council. You know, hashtag you're the gnome. And yeah, keep the hatch in your life. And just remember, the carnival will carry on.
First you'll get a bloody nose and your head will implode. We will stretch you, break your spine in 5 places with tattooed bracelets and masks on painted faces.
Hey, what's up? Echoside Fiend here today to wish Dark Lotus's The Opaque Brotherhood a happy 10th bloody birthday. 10 years ago already this album came out. That's insane to me. It does not feel like it's been that long. I remember going to Best Buy on release day on my way to work and picking this up, and it feels like that was just a couple years ago. It's crazy to me how fast the time is going. This, of course, was the 3rd Dark Lotus album to be released. However, it is the 1st Dark Lotus album to feature just ICP, Twisted, and Blaze, which to me is the way Dark Lotus should have been from the beginning. When I think Dark Lotus, that's what I think of as ICP, Twisted, and Blaze. Nothing against Mars, nothing against ABK. I just feel like that lineup, ICP, Twisted, and Blaze, is the way Dark Lotus should have been. So this album stands out as a little bit of a classic to me because it's the first album to feature that lineup. Obviously, that's the way they kept it for the Mud, the Water, the Air, and the Blood. Unfortunately, being the last album that Dark Lotus is seemingly going to be releasing. But as far as this album is great. It's not my favorite Dark Lotus album. That title belongs to the original Tales from the Lotus Pod. But this is a fantastic album. When I put it in, I generally listen to it beginning to end. I do very little skipping on this album. It's pretty much a classic to me. My favorite song, if I had to pick one out, is track number 9, Witch Trapped in This Song. I think that's just a really clever song. It's pretty creepy. I don't know, I just like it. That's my favorite one. So that's pretty much all I got to say about the Opaque Brotherhood. So happy 10th bloody birthday to Dark Lotus's The Opaque Brotherhood. And please, let's get another Dark Lotus album, please.
For 4 decades as she passed the music for record to tape to compact disc to digital downloads. Every time they sample the song, it's like a piece of a soul. There's a witch trapped in this song. There's a witch trapped in this song. She'll hurt you, she'll haunt you, she'll curse you if she wants.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Scotty Balls up on here. We're doing a bloody birthday for Dark Lotus, The Opaque Brotherhood. And I really think this album helped me through a lot of the shit that I was going through at the time. I don't know what it is about Dark Lotus, but when them 5 motherfuckers get together, fucking magic happens. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a spiritual aspect to Dark Lotus. Anybody could fucking tell you that. But anyway, favorite tracks on this album, you know, it's like all of them, you know. Every one of these songs is really, really fresh to me. Heinous sticks out. Opaque Brotherhood sticks out. Trapped Inside. In Bloom. Follow the Leader. That's one that really's been sticking out to me lately. Just basically because of Jamie Madrox's part of the chorus. And Violent J when he's saying, "We're so ahead of our time." And then Madrox goes, fucking, that's what psychopathic is, man. Ahead of their time, and you can't fucking duplicate it. It's one of a kind. Psychopathic Records. And they're trying to duplicate it and shit, but you can't fucking duplicate one of a kind. Withered is a close follow-up. One of my favorite tracks on this album. Mainly Monoxide's verse on that. I really hit home with me. Just the subject matter, you know. I'm all alone again. No one to talk to. Nobody want to be the friend that I want to. You know, just that whole thing. And then emerging from that depression, you know. And that really helped a lot for me in my own personal life. Definitely pick this shit up if you haven't got it already. Dark Lotus, The Opaque Brotherhood. Fucking dope fucking album. Oh, and the deluxe CD came with 4 bonus tracks, and my favorite track off that, favorite song, one of them of all time, is The Wheel in the Sky. I'm talking about the fucking clock in the sky. It keeps going, it keeps going. Anyway, Scotty Ball's out. Check out the fucking Opaque Brotherhood if you haven't already, or give it another spin if you haven't listened to it in a while.
Lightning speeds and they show enough walls my ass. So don't ask me for shit, not even some spit. If you want fire, I got my own agenda.
What up, Juggalos? It is Panic 17, and we are at yet another birthday. This time, the Opaque Brotherhood. 10 years old. How crazy is that? So when this album came out, I don't know what I was doing. You know what? 2008, depending what time that was, I think I was wrestling. So I was probably... we hit the gathering of the Juggalos 2016. This is how long I slept on it. And so I got to see the last Lotus. There was a couple of songs I wasn't sure of, and it was from this album. I don't know if I got it before or after, but I knew I hadn't listened to it too much. So there was a couple of songs I'm like, whoa, which one's that one? So this album, man, it got a lot of good songs. Can You Keep a Secret? I like that one. Black Sand. I always got to listen to that one over and over. And I believe it's because of the chorus. I really like that Black Sand chorus. For some reason, it just hits my ear right. Backwards, obviously. I love the way that's rapped. You know, a scenario backwards to the beginning. That's fucking awesome. That takes talent, guys. Hot Poison. You know, they're bumping the mortuary. When they built the pyramids, they were bumping this shit, you know, when they made the pyramids. Trapped Inside. This whole album feels really dark. And I know it's Dark Lotus, part of the pun, but this album just feels really fucking dark. A lot of shit that they talk about is just got this really dark feeling in the beats. Something about it. Heinous. That might be, besides Headache, that might be one of my top favorite Dark Lotus songs. The beat could have been a little bit better, but, you know, the way they rap it, their lyrics and everything, I love Heinous. That's a badass fucking song. Now, Witch Trapped in this song. There's something about this song that reminds me of, like, I guess this is how I feel about it. Let's take Regulators. Warren G and Nate Dogg. There's a certain feeling that I get when I hear that song that I'm like, I can't put the nail on the head. What is it about this song that makes me feel a certain way? Or maybe there was something happening, or I don't know. I can never figure it out, but there's something about that song that makes me feel a certain way when I hear Regulators. There's other songs like Ace of Base or like dance music from the 90s that just make me feel like, fuck, man, I miss that time. I guess it's more like a feeling your youth, missing your youth, that makes you kind of feel down and bad and like, damn, man, we're getting fucking old and shit. And I kind of feel like maybe that's what A Witch Trapped in This Song is about. Songs that have this feeling trapped inside the song, and you can't really, you're just like not sure what it is, but there's something trapped in that song that makes you feel a certain way. Am I right? I have no fucking clue. But anyways, Panic 17. Dark Lotus spitting that hot poison with the Opaque Brotherhood. Happy birthday.
Taking little trinkets, fingernails, and pieces of skin. Involving my rituals of goat milk mixed with gin. Stir it together, going down, my eyes roll back. I'm chasing that dragon, but it's more like a hatchet attack. I'm peeking through windows, picking out the next clueless one. My fingers digging to her throat. What have I done?
Sup, Carnival Spirits? Beastmaster here for the Opaque Brotherhood. 10 years old. When this album dropped, I felt it was a huge vindication for ICP creatively after getting dogged on for The Calm and The Tempest. I thought it was going to shut everybody up who refused to drop the hatchet but couldn't stop bitching about everything. Dark Lotus always seems to showcase everybody's strengths. When this came out, holy shit, it just felt good to hear an album coming out of Psychopathic that just felt right all across the board. In the intro, those creepy violins, they sounded like screams coming out of the nether void. In Bloom, I love how they rhymed Bed of Roses with Lotus. Follow the Leader felt like that was a message to all the up-and-coming underground openers, like an open letter to the horrorcore tryhards, the copycats, the whack rappers. Keep Up, one of my all-time favorite Dark Lotus tracks. That shit knocks. I just love the harmonies. The title track, it doesn't even use a chorus until the end of the song. It's very uniquely put together. And Shaggy rehashes those rhymes again. The lotus grows where the roses pass. Falling, another example of how clever these guys are with their lyricism. The concept of jumping off of the roof to your death. The skit in the beginning says it all. It's just pure Juggalo humor. Trapped Inside. I wish I knew what the voices they sampled on the hook were from.
There must be some way out of this place.
How did I get here? What am I doing here?
There must be some way out of this place.
How did I get here? What am I doing here?
Withered, another epic album closer. Another personal favorite of mine as well. It's just moving. The deluxe version with During an Eclipse, Hallucinations, Rejected, and The Wheel in the Sky. Not a cover of the Journey song from 1977. It's a bona fide Juggalo classic in my opinion. And it's now a decade old. I think everybody's in agreement that we want more Dark Lotus, but today that doesn't look very likely, seeing how there is a rift between ICP and Twisted. Now, I do apologize for this video being a couple weeks late. In April, we only celebrated a couple of bloody birthdays, ABK's Hatchet Warrior, and Dark Lotus The Opaque Brotherhood. This May 2018, after the Dark Carnival Games Convention, we are going to be celebrating the amazing Jekyll Brothers. We want to ask you guys to submit your picks repping the amazing Jekyll Brothers. Just like we did with the Ringmaster, we're going to have an epic Jekyll Brothers slideshow featuring you guys. You got posters, t-shirts, merchandise, whatever. Hold up the album. We want you to be in the next Bloody Birthday video, the amazing Jekyll Brothers 19th anniversary. That being said, at this year's Dark Carnival Games Convention, CarnivalSpirits is hosting backyard wrestling video game tournaments with Kevin Gill as our co-host. And if you're going to be there, make sure you come up and say hi. If you guys want to check out our t-shirts, there's a link in the description. We've got 6 different designs, sizes going up to 5X, tons of different color shirts. They're fucking fresh as fuck. Check them out. Also, check out CarnivalSpirits.com. And always remember to fuck the fuck off, motherfuckers. See ya!